joy I came. From joy I came, for joy I live, in blissful joy I melt again.
From joy I came, for joy I live, in blissful joy I melt again.
From joy I came, for joy I live, in blissful joy I melt again.
From joy I came, for joy I live, in blissful joy I melt again.
From joy I came, for joy I live, in blissful joy I melt again.
From joy I came, for joy I live, in blissful joy I melt again.
From joy I came, for joy I live, in blissful joy I melt again.
From
Namaste. I will start our satsang with a song, a bhajan on Sampurna, fullness. O Lord, you are fullness itself. Everyone from ancient time to now tried to fathom your glory. You are an ocean of compassion. Have mercy on me, my Lord, have compassion. Sari ma pa dha dha pa, ma pa ni dha pa, ma pa ni sa, sa ni dha pa, ma pa ni dha pa, ma pa ga re sa re re sa. पुराण नाथ हमारे पूरन नाथ, हे प्रभु पूरन नाथ हमारे। मपधानी सा 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 गरे सरे निस नीरे सरे निस निस गरे सा मारे स मगरे सरे रे सा सा रे मप नि धप मप धप मप नि नि धप मप सा नि धप मप रे स नि स रे स नि स ध नि प ध मप ग म ग स रे नि स ध नि प ध म प ध नि सा नि रे स रे स नि स ध नि प सा हरे मम पप धा ध नि सा स रे रे ग ग रे रे सा स रे स नि स रे स नि स ध नि प सा नि ध प म ग रे स सा नि ध प म ग रे स। हे प्रभु पूरन नाथ हमारे। नाथ हमारे, नाथ हे प्रभु पूरन नाथ हमारे। ब्रह्मा व्यास Om Shanti. All the practices and all the disciplines that we are involved in, that we call yoga, the main objective is to refine and purify the three bodies. The self, the soul, the Atman, who we are, is pure consciousness, pure, perfect, immortal. Does not need to be developed. Even the terminology self-development gives you a wrong idea. The self is perfect, pure consciousness, immortal, eternal, does not need to be developed. But this soul, who you are, this divinity, is functioning through three bodies: the physical body, the astral body, the causal body. So whatever we're doing that we say yoga, it should help to purify all the systems in these three bodies. The physical body, there are 11 main systems. You have the skeletal system, the muscular system, circulatory system, endocrine system, nervous system, and so on. All these systems, when you say asana practice, hatha yoga practice, the reason why we say proper exercise is because this approach to exercise should tone up all these systems, not just muscular system. Then we have the astral body. In that astral body, you have the pranamaya kosha, means the energy system, the emotional system, the sensory system, the mental system, intellectual system. All these systems are in the astral body. Then we have the blissful system in the anandamaya kosha, the astral body, the causal body. So when you're involved in a process that we call yoga, it should impact positively all these systems. And to the extent that you're able to do this, to refine, to purify, to tone up all these systems, that's the extent to which you'll be able to experience good health, peace of mind, correcting all the defects in the mind. And to the extent that you're able to do this, that's the extent to which your awareness will be elevated more and more, more and more, until you reach that level where you're able to transcend all these limitations of body, senses, mind, intellect, and ego, to reach that level where you're able to transcend this level of duality and wake up into that fourth dimension, which we call samadhi, nirvana, turiya. Turiya means the fourth. In that state, you experience without any conditioning that you are divine. You are the spirit, the soul, the Atman. And that is a state of fullness. You experience your fullness. It's not that you're developing this fullness. All you're doing is removing the obstacles to enlightenment. Removing the obstacles to your evolution, to your higher and higher awareness of who you are. That state is referred to as enlightenment, enlightened as to the truth that you are divine. Moksha, liberation. You're liberated from the delusion, illusion, and superstition that you are this body, you are this mind, you are this intellect, this limited expression. So this is the project of yoga. When you say you're involved in yoga, in the discipline, is to discipline the senses, purify the mind. That should be a continuous process. Jesus said that the pure in heart shall see God. Means the pure in mind shall see God. In philosophical terminology, heart and mind is interchangeable. I mean, the terms. But it's really, whatever you're doing is really to purify the mind. to remove. How is the mind being purified? To the level that to the extent that you're able to shatter illusions, delusions, superstition. To the extent that you're able to do this, that's the extent to which your awareness will be higher and higher, until you reach that level where you're able to transcend all these limitations. Right now you're experiencing the divine, but it's conditioned by the body, senses, mind, intellect, ego, and so on. So all this conditioning, I mean, on the physical level, emotional level, intellectual level, there are so many obstacles, conditioning. Depending on what you're identifying with as you. And this body, then you're subject to all the limitations and the conditioning of the body. But it's a practical place to start with, because you're so much in touch with this body. Everybody wants to be healthy. But when we talk about health, you're only thinking of health of this body. Of course, you follow the laws of health and so on. You practice proper exercise, proper breathing, proper relaxation, proper diet, positive thinking. All of this definitely will help you to experience good health, because you're toning up, refining, purifying all these systems in your body. You absorb proper diet and so on. And throughout this process, you are refining and purifying. But a lot of times people get caught up in just body awareness, body consciousness, purification of the body. You're so obsessed with everything that you eat, put in through your mouth. You read all the labels, make sure there's no thing that is creating corruption and pollution of the body. How about the mind? You're feeding yourself food going on into the mouth. How about the 2 ears, 2 nose, 2 eyes, the skin? These are all receptors, receiving inputs that is feeding your mind. So you might be very vigilant in what you put into the physical body, ignoring the effect or what you're feeding the mind. You should be even more vigilant as to what enters your mind. Feeding what you're feeding your mind. And that is so very important. As you go on becoming more and more aware of this, you'll see the importance of being very vigilant as to what enters your mind. If you're not aware of this, then all you're doing mostly is feeding the demons in your mind of lust and greed and jealousy and envy and hatred, covetousness. And if that's what you're dwelling on, or that is you're wallowing in the lower nature, then that is what you're nourishing and you're feeding. How can you expect to experience purity of the mind, or purity that will continue to elevate your consciousness? As you continue on this journey, you will see how important it is, man. If in your action you're involved in only greed, selfishness, which leads to jealousy, envy, hatred, and so on, then that is what you're feeding. You're nourishing that. How can you expect to be free from pollution, from corruption? How can you expect to evolve? To reach that state where you can transcend this level of duality. So when you say you're involved in spiritual practice, in yoga, you should be aware of this. This is why here we're involved in what is called Sampurna Yoga. The great master Shivananda encouraged this system to integrate the 6 main systems of yoga, which is what we call Sampurna Yoga. And these main systems are Hatha Yoga, Raja Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Nada Yoga. Each one of those systems are complete and perfect in themselves. But most of us, we are aware that we are a physical being, an emotional being, mental being, intellectual being, and so on. So our practice, our learning and practice should integrate intelligently these 6 main systems to accelerate this process of refinement and purification. My Nada Yoga guru, all he was interested in just Nada Yoga. Music. If I ask him anything about Hatha Yoga, he has a plaque, says, don't ask me. I only know music. But even though that is his main practice, involvement, he still needs good health. Every day we used to take him to the beach to walk until he perspired. You still need good health. Very, very conscious and aware of diet. And so on. So this is why the master, great master or Sadguru Shivananda, coming from this lineage from Vyasa, who is a mind-born son of Brahma. So you could say coming from Brahma, the creator, the Vyasa. And through this process of guru-disciple, come to Shankaracharya, then guru-disciple to Master Shivananda. Most of the great giants, spiritual giants of the world were his disciples. One of them, Swami Vishnudevanandaji, because of his love for his guru, named his organization Shivananda Organization, Shivananda Yoga. Another great master of Shivananda, from Shivananda is Swami Nada Brahmananda. That's one of the greatest Nada yogi in the world. I was blessed to be a disciple of both of them, Swami Vishnudevanandaji and Swami Nada Brahmanandaji. Swami Vishnudevanandaji in 1975 invited me to be part of the Shivananda organization. I spent 7 years in that ashram, delving deeper and deeper into the
deeper and higher aspect of yoga. I even did a commentary on the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, from which this book, Sampurna Hatha Yoga, Sampurna means complete, and is based on the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. So, complete from the very beginning to the going on to Kundalini Yoga, how to awaken Kundalini Shakti, and to reach Samadhi, and so on. Sampurna means complete, full knowledge of Hatha Yoga. I want to do a project of Sampurna Nada Yoga, of which this project here, 108 ragas, learn 108 ragas easily, is part of that project. God's willing, I'll be able to continue this process of Sampurna Karma Yoga, Sampurna Raja Yoga, Sampurna Bhakti Yoga, Sampurna Gyan Yoga, Sampurna Nada Yoga. I wanted to live up to 130. But we are all subject to karma. 10 years ago, I broke my back. L5 is ruptured, L4 is bulging. Only thing helped me was yoga, man. I started yoga at 22, was classified as a medicated incurable. The moment I got introduced to yoga, it wake up something in me. I knew it was the truth. Diligently practice until I was able to regain my good health, youthfulness. At the age of 30, when I met my gurus, I was able to reach that state in my life where I was able to, through God's grace, have economic independence. By then I had 4 kids, and an amazing divine being as my wife, Lila Mata. That's one person. I never see her having to struggle or practice the yamas and niyamas. She was established in it. It was her nature like that. I was so blessed to have a beloved like that from childhood. He was 13, I was 14, going to high school. We met each other. He was like my guru also. I was so blessed to spend so much of my life every day with her. Only feel elevated, inspired. Met my gurus. By then I got so involved in the discipline and practice of yoga. So, at this level in my life, my guru encouraged me to open my own ashram. And he used to come, that's my Nada Yoga guru. During the winter time, he come 3-4 months of the year and stayed at my ashram. That is really intensified my study and practice of Nada Yoga. So he encouraged me to open my own ashram. I call it Sampurna Yoga. I wanted to call it Shivananda Yoga, but because of politics and all of that, I couldn't use the word Shivananda Yoga. I couldn't use integral yoga and so on. So one Swami from the Divine Life Society said, Yogi Hari, you have no problem, just call it, you are practicing and teaching Sampurna Yoga. So call it Sampurna Yoga. And it fit so perfectly in my aspiration. That's what I teach, that's what I practice. And I find it so very helpful to accelerate this process of refinement and purification. I was blessed with this opportunity to have an ashram. We have in Miramar, in Fort Lauderdale here, 13 acres. It's all cultivated. So many fruit trees, all the tropical fruit trees. 3 years ago, I planted 100 varieties of mangoes, not just 100 trees, 100 varieties. We're getting so much mangoes, we can't even eat it. Invite people to come and enjoy it. Coconuts, mangoes, and so on. You name the fruit, I have it. So, people who are here, they enjoy. This month, most of the people here, even my children, family, they went on vacation. They said, Daddy, let us go. I said, why should I leave heaven to go somewhere else? That's how I feel. So I invite you guys to come study. Spend 2 weeks or how much time you want to spend. Those of you who formally want to come and take the Yoga Teachers Training course, 200 hours in 2 weeks, it's free. The teaching is free. My teaching to you is free. And depending on your capacity, that's how much knowledge you can, how much you can absorb. It is limitless, man. But these 200 hours will lay a good foundation for you to continue your journey. I say it's free, my teaching is free. But the practicality of it, for room, board, and to maintain the ashram, we ask a donation of $1,000. There's so much involved in it. Everything costs money. My tax alone at the end of the year is about $48,000 just tax, insurance, maintenance, and so on. You come, take up advantage of this opportunity to have the experience of a residential program. It's very rare. It's quite different from you taking a course on the internet and so on. You're missing that experience of what it is to withdraw yourself from all the distractions of the world, all the confusion, corruption of the mind. You can withdraw, experience how powerful it is for you to accelerate your evolution, to be able to discipline the mind, discipline the senses, purifying the mind, and so on. So that's my encouragement to you. That course, every month we have it. The first 2 weeks of the month, starting from the first Friday of the month, goes on for 2 weeks. Those of you who want to continue your studies, you're welcome. Okay? Om Shanti. Om. 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 हे प्रभो आनंद दाता, ज्ञान हमको दीजिए, शीघ्र सारे दुर्गुणों को दूर हमसे कीजिए। लीजिए हमको शरण में, हम सदाचारी बने, ब्रह्मचारी धर्म रक्षक वीर व्रतधारी बने। हे प्रभो आनंद दाता, ज्ञान हमको दीजिए। प्रेम से हम गुरुजनों के नित्य ही सेवा करें, सत्य बोले झूठ त्यागे, मेल आपस में करें। हे प्रभो आनंद दाता, ज्ञान हमको दीजिए। निंद किसी की हम किसी से भूल कर भी ना करें, दिव्य जीवन हो हमारा, तेरे यश गाया करें। हे प्रभो आनंद दाता, ज्ञान हमको दीजिए। O Lord, the giver of bliss, bestow on me divine wisdom. Quickly take very far away all my bad habits and replace them with good ones. Take me who has surrendered unto thee and make me one of noble qualities. May I always live a life of discipline, and may I always serve my Guru with love and devotion. May I always embrace truthfulness and abandon untruth. May I never be disrespectful to anyone, and may I always follow the path divine, the divine life. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you all for visiting.